My keep it goes to somebody I really have no problem with. And in the realm of Benson Boone, I believe people should do tricks as they perform. But this does go to JoJo Siwa, who is, as I've said before, has hair energy. H-A-R-E. Picture like, somebody on Tiny Toon Adventures, like gone absolutely amok. Like if we like only fed them with sugar-free Red Bulls.
Right.
That's JoJo Siwa. JoJo Siwa is on my last nerve. She is allegedly considering releasing, she played a clip of this and is considering releasing it and said, should I release this? And it's her singing Bette Davis Eyes. Now, let me say something. The idea that someone like JoJo Siwa would even know who Bette Davis is, let alone care about her famous eyes that she broadcasts so brilliantly in movies like Jezebel and The Little Foxes and now Voyager.
Let alone know who Kim Carnes is.
Right. Does she? We don't know.
I don't know. How'd she come to this?
I have no idea. She showed a clip of this. Not only does it sound bad in auto-tune, she imitates the Kim Carnes rasp, which, by the way, is not essential to singing the song. And Kim Carnes is just a very genuinely raspy singer. Like somebody said, we want to do Rod Stewart, but we want them to be a hot lady. And can they also have been in the New Christy Minstrels with Kenny Rogers? And that's how Kim Carnes came to be. But I found JoJo Siwa's vocal, Kim contrived, and not the genuine article. And if you're looking for a great cover of Bette Davis Eyes, don't worry, I can think of two. One, Gwyneth Paltrow does a cover of Bette Davis Eyes from what, Kyle?
Duets.
Duets.
With Huey Lewis.
That is right. Maybe his greatest screen role.
The only movie that has both Gwyneth Paltrow and Huey Lewis, but maybe there should be more.
That's how I feel. Gwyneth is just such a sweet vocalist. Country Strong, not a great movie. Duets, a worse movie, but I love the soundtrack. And I actually prefer that version of Cruisin' to the Smokey Robinson version, which feels very rad to say in this era where we don't like Smokey Robinson anymore.
I'm very curious to hear who your other best cover is of that song because I've got a dark horse.
Okay. Leighton Meester covered it in about 2008. It was around that time when she was like palling around with Cobra Starship, I think. So there was maybe some entertainment of a real singing career. But they really like sped it up and made it a more electronified song. I just also love that song in general. It's such a weird single to like really pop off. I think it was the biggest single of that year in 1981. And just the lyrics sounds like a gay man unhelpfully describing a suspect to police.
Well, Lewis, when I tell you, I first encountered Bette Davis Eyes as a child thinking it was an Alvin and the Chipmunks original.
Slay.
It was on an Alvin and the Chipmunks album that my parents got me. Suffice it to say, they were not replicating the Kim Carnes rasp. They were talking like chipmunks. But you know what? They slayed.
You're telling me Alvin and Simon and Theodore were like, let me tell you about Greta Garbo's standout size.
They sure did. So, if JoJo could involve some of the chipmunks, maybe I'd be willing to forgive somewhat. She also is now embracing this sort of trad wife aesthetic to her vibe. It's giving, but I'm a cheerleader. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
No. Again, if I see her at a Pride event and she's doing her, I'm going to go with round-offs, I'm having a good time. But there is something about her that I think kind of needs to be reined into artistry. And again, the fake rasp of it, it's just not pleasing to hear. In fact, is Kim Carnes our only raspy female vocalist?
I think you're forgetting that Scarlett Johansson cut an album with Pete Yorn.
Oh, yeah, and also has that Tom Waits cover album.
There's that.
Right. Wow, I forgot all about her. Also, I forgot about Pete Yorn. Yes, I remember 2003. Yeah. And people like Ben Yellen. And bands like Jet.
Oh, God, Jet. Yeah. Do you want to be my girl? Is that the Jet song?
Are you going to be my girl?
Are you going to? Yes, thank you for the semantic correction there.
Great.
Well, I need to know it right if I do it at karaoke.
That's right.
That's a good deep pull for karaoke.
What is your karaoke pick these days?
I just did a whole bunch of karaoke for my birthday. I love Olivia Rodrigo because the songs are, somewhat easy to sing. They are dramatically talk acted. So I did those. Super Rich Kids by Frank Ocean, a go-to. I did Girls by The Dare, if you know that song. I don't know why I did it, except that I did it very well.
I like to speak sing, as that is the only thing I'm capable of, and mine is Night Changes by One Direction, which hits so hard in the post-Liam situation.
You want to take us out on that?
I don't. I'm gonna take us here and then exit the normal way. Kyle, we've pimped the hell out of the 100 greatest movies list, but is there anything else you'd like to promote while you have these wonderful seconds left.
Well, I write articles that you can find at the New York Times. I am reluctantly still on social media to the degree that people are these days. So I am on, I'm not going to call it X, Twitter, Blue Sky sometimes even. Or, just search my name. You'll find it.
I have to really tap into Blue Sky. I do have an account, but I always forget I have it.
Yes, I think that's most people's Blue Sky experience.
Okay.
And then there are the people who are fearsomely committed to it.
Right. And they are libs. That is our episode. Thank you to the fabulous Ty Burrell for joining us. We will be back next week with Ira Madison. Who knows? We'll see you then.